All right, yes, it is hard to watch our elderly in Texas roughed up at the hands of caretakers. And get this, we dug into the government's own records and we found that the abuse rate at Texas nursing homes is nearly 4 times the national average.
There's a heartbreaking story behind those numbers. News 8 investigator Charlotte Huffman spent months analyzing data and found out how violent criminals are allowed to care for some of our most vulnerable.
These are tears of guilt. Liz Harris has a sister with dementia. She put her in a nursing home where she thought she'd be safe. She was wrong.
I'm sorry. So I felt like I would have to do something.
An interview she knew would not be easy, but she's telling her family's painful story for one reason.
Because I want people to know that this could happen. It could happen to anybody. And you be careful about where you put your loved ones.
I haven't had no son in so long.
Oh, yeah?
I would like a little son.
Okay, we will do some sun.
Harris's sister Mary still remembers that night 2 years ago inside the Rehab and Wellness Center of Dallas.
Yeah, he took advantage of me. No doubt about it. At first I asked him, I said, what are you doing? Well, Miss Harris, I'm finna get you ready for bed. I thought that was the truth.
Instead, she says, her nurse aide sexually assaulted her. Mary was taken to Parkland Hospital. She tested positive for an STD at the age of 66. In a civil suit filed by her family against the nursing home, doctors say that it is undeniable that Mary Harris was infected while she was under care at the facility. If that's proven to be true, then the nursing home says nurse assistant Rodney Jolly Sheed is responsible. We talked to Sheed. He denied our interview request and any wrongdoing, but admits the nursing home let him go after the allegations surfaced. Police investigated but could not build a case, and Sheed is still working as a certified nurse aide today.
To do something to somebody that can't do anything for themselves, that's a sad individual. Yeah.
CHANDLERMCCAUGHAN understands that pain. He placed his mom in the Windsor Nursing and Rehab Center of Duval, where nurse aide Carlos Santa Cruz would care for her. Or so he thought.
Instead, he's taking pictures of her, wiping feces on her face. And actually, if I understand correctly, he was trying to trick her into wiping feces on her face.
Santa Cruz was fired and charged with injury to the elderly after he posted these photos on social media, tickling the sleeping 83-year-old's face and prompting her to touch her face with a feces-covered hand.
So I was, heartbroken. I was horrified, and then, just absolutely furious. This was my mother. She was someone's sister, someone's aunt, and it was horrific to see this happen. I mean, it wasn't just the pictures. I mean, it was the text that went along with them. He showed absolutely no remorse whatsoever.
These victims have one thing in common. Both of their nurse aides had previous criminal records. One pled guilty to fraud and drug charges, and the other confessed to 2 counts of assault causing bodily injury. The nursing home hired them anyway.
To allow that to happen to her like that, I mean, she can't do anything. Why would they do that?
Because in Texas, they can. In fact, the nursing homes hired both aides with criminal histories legally. Due to loopholes in state regulations, you can plead guilty to a violent crime and still become a certified nurse aide. We've identified nearly 200 in North Texas alone who have serious and violent criminal pasts: continuous aggravated sexual assault of a child, injury to the elderly, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, robbery. All remain certified and eligible to work. Like this aide, who we found headed into a North Texas nursing home despite pleading guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
For the nursing home industry, it's all about money.
ERNESTTOSH is an attorney who handles nursing home abuse cases across the U.S. He's known as an expert in the field.
It's all about who can we get to do this job. Again, a very hard, difficult job. Who can we get to do it at the least amount of money? Well, who can you pay less than someone who has a felony conviction and can't get a job anywhere else?
When you put your sister in a nursing home, you expect her to be able to age
gracefully, yes.
With dignity.
With dignity, yes.
Did you ever expect or imagine?
No. No. I never would have dreamt of anybody could be so heartless.
Well, the nursing homes named in our story either declined to comment or did not return our phone calls.
You know, this is just the tip of the iceberg tonight. What can we expect tomorrow night, Charlotte?
Well, we're going to get to the bottom of exactly why this is happening. We're going to show you some of the nurse aides' faces, and then we're going to arm you with the information you need to ensure that your loved one is in safe hands.
Charlotte, appreciate that report. Just amazing stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlotte.